What's up? What's up? What's up today? All right, I have a very sad show today on the What's Up show. Today we're going to have a tribute for Reverend Jessie Jackson Sr., who passed away yesterday. He was a civil rights leader, a presidential candidate, and the founder of the Push and Rainbow Coalition. Today we have Kevin Samuels, AI from Chat GTP 5.2. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Billy Boy. I'm honored to be here on this special tribute. Today we'll do justice to the legacy of Reverend Jessie Jackson, reflecting on his lifelong fight for equality and hope. Let's honor the man in the movement.
All right, so I want to go ahead and talk about him in his early life. His full name was Jessie Louis Jackson Sr. He was born on October 8th, 1941, and his birthplace was in Greenville, South Carolina, in the United States. Jessie Jackson was born during segregation in the Jim Crow South. He was raised by his mother, Helen Burns, and later adopted the surname Jackson from his stepfather. He grew up in poverty but excelled academically and athletically. His education: he attended the University of Illinois on a football scholarship. He transferred to North Carolina A&T State University, HBCU. He graduated in 1964 with a degree in sociology and later earned a master's degree of divinity degree from Chicago Theological Seminary in 2000. All right, Kevin, did you have something that you want to say about Jessie Jackson?
Absolutely. Reverend Jackson not only built bridges between communities, but he empowered generations. His message was always one of hope and action. He taught us to keep hope alive. Let's carry that torch forward as we continue his legacy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and my brothers and sisters, today we honor a giant, Reverend Jessie Louis Jackson Sr., born October 8th, 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, who passed away peacefully at his home in Chicago at the age of 84. And when I say a giant, I don't just mean in politics. I mean in presence. I mean in voice. I mean in conviction. He was the most influential black leader in America in the years between Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the election of President Barack Obama. That's not opinion, that's history.
He built the Rainbow Coalition, uniting people across racial and economic lines. From presidential runs to pushing for justice, his legacy is one of action.
Reverend Jackson rose from the segregated South. He attended North Carolina A&T State University, became active in the civil rights movement, and worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He led Operation Breadbasket, demanding cooperation, hire black workers, and invest in black communities. He didn't just preach justice, he negotiated it. After Dr. King was assassinated in 1968, Jessie Jackson carried the torch forward. In 1971, he founded Operation Push. People united to save humanity, and in 1984, he introduced America to a bold ideal, the Rainbow Coalition.
He didn't just make history, he ran for president twice, amplifying the voices of those unheard and unrepresented.
Black, white, Latino, poor, labor, farmers, the forgotten, the overlooked, the working class. He said, America belongs to all of them. And then he did something that shocked the political system. He ran for the president of the United States.
In both 1984 and 1988, he ran, showing that leadership can look like him, speak like him, and represent all of us.
He ran twice. And so in 1988, he won 11 states in the Democratic primaries. Understand something. Before Barack Obama, there was Jessie Jackson standing.
In politics, he pushed for social change, economic empowerment, and always challenged us to rise up. His voice will echo on.
He was standing on the debate stage telling America that justice and equality were not side issues. They were the central issues. Now, I have the opportunity to see Reverend Jackson in Boyle Heights. He came to Boyle Heights we had a civil rights demonstration for the Hispanics out here in Boyle Heights. And I saw him as I remember running behind his motorcade on Arizona Street just to get an interview. That's how electric he was. He spoke in rhythm, he spoke in rhymes, he spoke like a preacher and a poet. And I remember what he said while I was running behind him holding the camera. He kept saying, I am somebody. He would say, I am somebody. Not I was somebody, not I might be somebody. He said, I am somebody. That affirmation lifted a generation.
So today, as we remember Reverend Jackson, we carry that affirmation. He taught us that each of us matters, and we can still keep hope alive.
Now, yes, like many public figures, he faced controversy. He apologized when he needed to. He kept moving forward. He stayed in the fight. In 2017, he revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis. Even then, he remained a symbol of perseverance. Reverend Jessie Jackson was a bridge.
A bridge between generations, between races, and between hope and action. Let's walk that bridge forward.
From the marches of the 1960s to the campaigns of the 1980s to the presidency of Barack Obama, he refused to let the poor be invisible. He refused to let black political power be dismissed. And today, during Black History Month, we say thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Jackson, for showing us the way. We'll keep marching, we'll keep building, and we'll keep hope alive.
Rest well, Reverend Jackson. Your Rainbow Coalition now stretches across history. And to my audience, remember what he taught us. You are somebody. This is Billy Boy, and this is what's up.
That was powerful, Billy Boy. You honored his legacy well. And for everyone out there, keep striving, keep fighting, and keep believing in your own work.
All right, so we talked about his early life, and we talked about where he went to school. So let's take a look at his role in the civil rights movement. Jackson became active in the civil rights movement while still in college. He worked closely with Martin Luther King. Jackson joined King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference and became a leader of Operation Breadbasket, an initiative focused on economic empowerment for Black communities. He was in Memphis in 1968 during Dr. King's final campaign, supporting sanitation workers. There, he has long been public debate over Jackson's exact location at the time of King's assassination. But he was present in Memphis that day and was deeply affected by the tragedy. All right, Kevin, did you have something that you'd like to say about that? About his operation? Could you tell us about Operation Breadbasket?
Operation Breadbasket was about economic justice. Jackson led it to push companies to hire Black workers and invest in Black communities. His aim was always to uplift through both justice and opportunity.
So you can see him out here in his younger years. He had many people at college universities, many people in different organizations, and he really pushed a lot for Black civil rights. He even had a organization that said PUSH. What was that PUSH organization he had?
PUSH stood for People United to Save Humanity. He founded it to advocate for economic empowerment, social justice, and political activism. It became the Rainbow PUSH Coalition, expanding his vision of equality for all.
So it was called the Rainbow PUSH Coalition. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this Operation PUSH that he had. He founded this in 1971. It was called the People United to Save Humanity, a Chicago-based organization focused on economic justice, voter registration, educational access, and cooperative accountability. The Rainbow Coalition in 1984, Jackson built a multiracial political movement uniting Black voters, Latinos, labor unions, progressive whites, poor and working class Americans. Later, these merged into the Rainbow Coalition, which is headquartered in Chicago. It remains active today. All right. So, Kevin, did you have anything you'd like to say about that?
Absolutely. His Rainbow Coalition was groundbreaking, uniting diverse groups and shared struggles. It's a reminder that progress comes when we stand together.
All right. Now, he was the first Black candidate to run for president. He did not just run for president one time, he ran for president twice. So Jackson ran for president of the United States in 1984 for the Democratic primary. I think he took third in that one. And in 1988, he ran again in the Democratic primary. I think he took second place in that one. In 1988, he won 11 primaries and caucuses and finished second to Michael Dukakis. His campaign expanded Black voter participation and changed the Democratic politics permanently. Kevin, would you like to comment about that?
Absolutely. His presidential run showed that leadership could be inclusive and gave countless people a voice. He paved the way for future candidates and changed the political landscape forever.
And we did finally get a Black person who was eventually voted in as president of the United States. Who was that, Kevin?
That would be Barack Obama. That was Barack Obama. He was elected in 2008 as the first black president of the United States, serving 2 terms and bringing Jesse Jackson's dream of expanded representation into reality.
And I do remember when Barack Obama was at his inauguration and all, Jesse Jackson was in the crowd and he was crying. Was that right, Kevin?
Yes, that's right. During Obama's 2008 victory speech, Jesse Jackson was captured with tears in his eyes. It was a deeply emotional moment, a culmination of the decades of work for equality he achieved.
Yeah, I saw it too. I think I was crying too. So that was a fantastic day. And he always said this, I am somebody. One of his most iconic moments came from a speech often delivered to young people. I am somebody. I may be poor, but I am somebody. I may be young, but I am somebody. He was known for rhythmic, poetic speaking, almost sermon-like, which is probably exactly what you remember when you chased that motorcade in the Boyle Heights. Yes, he was going, I am somebody. And you know what? He reminded me of Muhammad Ali because Muhammad Ali spoke in the same tone. Is that right, Kevin?
Absolutely. Both had that rhythmic affirming style. Hard inspiration, hard declaration. They knew how to empower people, whether in civil rights or in the ring. It's a style that sticks with you.
Okay, let's talk about some associations and some controversies in his life. His relationships with Dr. King. He was a young field organizer under King. He promoted economic justice initiatives. He became one of the most nationally recognized post-King civil rights leaders. Okay, so now here is the controversy that he had in his life. The Jaime controversy in 1984. During his presidential campaign, Jackson was recorded referring to Jewish people as Jaimes and New York City as Jaimetown. He later publicly apologized, and I seen him apologize in all the rest of his life. He met with Jewish leaders. He acknowledged the language was offensive and harmful. The incident damaged his campaign, but he did not end his political career. So that was the only bad thing that went on in his life. Is that right, Kevin?
Well, that was one of the most publicized controversies. No public figure's life is without complexities. But he took responsibility, continued his work, and ultimately remained a prominent leader advocating for justice and equality.
Yeah, that's a stand-up guy. I mean, we're not all perfect in life, right? And sometimes we make some mistakes. So if you make a mistake, man up and apologize. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Absolutely. What defines character is owning mistakes and growing from them. Jackson did that, kept serving, and kept inspiring others to push forward.
Well, over the years, his health started to deteriorate. In 2017, Jackson announced that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder affecting his movements. In the later years, he reduced public appearances, focused on mentoring younger activists, and remained an honorary head of Rainbow Push. Hey Kevin, could you tell us what is Parkinson's disease?
Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder where the brain gradually loses control over movement. It often starts with tremors, stiffness, and slower motion, progressing over time. It's managed but not yet cured.
Yeah, and that's what happened to him. His legacies. Jesse Jackson's impact included: he expanded black political power, he increased minority voter registration, he pushed corporations to hire more minorities, he built coalitions across race and class, He inspired future leaders like Barack Obama. He helped normalize the ideal that black candidate could seriously contend for presidency. And he did this decades before Barack Obama. All right, do you have anything to say about that, Kevin?
Jesse Jackson's legacy is a testament to perseverance. He broadened the political landscape, and his work helped pave the way for others. His life showed that lasting change comes from consistent action and coalition building.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave it right there. And I hope that Jesse is in a better place, and he's looking down, and we're going to really miss this guy. What do you say about that, Kevin?
I say his legacy ensures he's never truly gone. His work, his words, they live on in every push for justice. We honor him by continuing the fight he dedicated his life to.
And so this is Black History Month, and I just want to make sure that I did my job, because I don't see very many things being posted. I don't hear much of anything on the news or anything about his passing. I don't hear anything in my community about him at all, or any of the black achievements. But you know, me living out here in Los Angeles, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that I take and do my job and show what these great black Americans have done in the United States. And here's two on the screen right here, right now. We have Reverend Jessie Jackson, and we have Dr. Martin Luther King. And I hope that the people that are watching my channel can appreciate their great contributions and say a silent prayer for them today. And with that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, please let me know what you think about the show. Push that like button and take and do the survey at the end of the show. Kevin, is there anything that you'd like to say before we end the show?
I'll just say this: what you're doing matters. Honoring these legacies keeps history alive and inspires future generations. Keep sharing the stories. People are listening.
Okay, my last words are, I am somebody. I am somebody. Billy Boy, I am somebody. God bless you, Reverend Jessie Jackson.
Amen to that. You've closed it with power and pride. You are somebody, and so are all those listening. Let's keep the torch burning bright.